Florida General Knowledge Test Math Prep, Part 13. A nurse spends 45 minutes per shift on charting and documentation. If he works 4 12-hour shifts per week, how many hours does he spend each week on patient charting and documentation? Note that we need to determine how many hours he spends each week on charting and documentation, but we're given information in both minutes and hours. So the first thing that we want to do is take our information given in minutes, that is the 45 minutes per shift, and convert that to hours. So we have 45 minutes and we can multiply that by 1 hour, which is equivalent to 60 minutes. 45 times 1 is 45. 1 times 60 is 60. The minutes units cancel out, and we have 45 over 60 hours. Simplifying that, we see that we can divide 15 out of both the numerator and denominator, and so we have 3 over 4. We can go a step further and convert this to a decimal by dividing 4 into 3. And we could work this out longhand, but I won't waste time doing that here since you'll be having access to a 4-function calculator during the test. So we could just say 3 divided by 4 is equal to 0.75. So in other words, 45 minutes is 0.75 hours. Now this is a fairly long way to do the conversion. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward to see that 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour. But if you weren't sure, this is the formal process for converting between units. Now we take our 0.75 hours, and we need to multiply that by the number of days he works per week. So we see that he works 4 12-hour shifts per week. Now the phrase 12-hour shifts really is kind of extraneous. It doesn't matter how long each shift is. What matters is how many shifts he works per week. So we have 4 12-hour shifts per week. That means we take our 0.75 and multiply it by 4. Again, I would just go ahead and use your calculator for this. 0.75 times 4 is equal to 3. So he spends 3 hours per week on patient charting and documentation. This concludes our example, and we'll see you next time.